I'm excited to share a new inlay process I've developed that will revolutionize your laser woodworking to a never-before-seen level.
In the past, I've created some amazing wood inlays using a complex laser process. But now, I've developed a new technique that delivers even finer details, up to 60% smaller and with twice the quality of my previous work. The best part? This new method is easy and consistently repeatable. Imagine creating art with a wood inlay that captures every tiny detail in veneer wood like never before. In this video, I'll show you a groundbreaking process that's truly unique, allowing for incredible detail and quality. The detail is so good that with this process, it is now even possible to produce inlaid wood veneer photographs showcasing a level of quality that's unlike anything else seen before in the world.
Hi, I'm Laser Dave. Creating advanced inlay engravings used to be complex. But thanks to a new process I've developed, it's now easier than ever. Today, I'll show you the simple steps to effortlessly create stunning natural wood veneer inlays using your Trotec laser. Because with exceptional quality comes exceptional returns.
A few tools and materials will be needed for this project. Scan the QR codes or see the links below for all the tools and materials shown in this video. I will use exotic woods for the samples shown in this video, thanks to a new supplier of unique woods, or as they call it, laser lumber. Scan the code or see the link below to explore these incredible laser-grade exotic natural woods. To get the project started, place a sheet of wood into the laser. This example is a sheet of wood called Padauk, which has a beautiful reddish-orange color. Then focus the laser and close the laser lid. Select your desired design file. Any black and white image will work. This example is a highly detailed mandala design, and then open the Ruby Laser software. Select the design file, drag it into the Ruby Prepare screen, and place the design on the wood using the overhead camera or red pointer. Then select a custom-created laser parameter and push the file to the laser. Push Start and engrave the design file into the wood. This example is running a Speedy 360 laser machine with a 2.0-inch lens at 100% power, 60% speed, and 1000 dpi for detail and depth. The laser will then cut the red cut line of this 1/4-inch thick or 6mm Padauk wood at 100% power and 0.5% speed. Remove from the laser and wipe the wood engraving residue with a damp cloth for a clean finished engraving. The next step is choosing a veneer wood species that will produce contrast. This example will use light-colored maple wood. Next is the laser hack that makes this process work. Using some aluminum foil tape, commonly used for heavy-duty sheet metal ducting. Take a sheet of this tape from the roll and cut a piece about the size of the veneer sheet. And then turn it over and remove the paper to expose the sticky foil. Then place the veneer sheet onto the foil. Use a utility knife to trim off any excess foil. Now, turn it over and use a hand roller to firmly press the foil to the sheet of veneer wood so that it is completely bonded together. This will produce a sheet of veneer with a bonded aluminum foil backing on it. This sheet can then be cut down to smaller sizes with a utility knife or scissors if needed. Apply some paper or transfer tape to the vector cutting grid of the laser system. Cut a small hole into the paper with the laser about the size of the sheet of veneer and remove that paper or tape. This will create a vacuum table for the sheet of aluminum-backed veneer. If you do not have a vacuum table, the sheet can also be held flat with tape or with a tacky mat. Place the sheet of veneer into the laser with the aluminum foil down and the veneer wood facing up. Focus the laser and close the laser lid. The original design file will need to be converted to process the veneer. Remove the cut line, then invert and mirror the graphic before laser processing. Open the Ruby Laser software. Select the mirrored and inverted design file. Drag it into the Ruby Prepare screen and place the design on the veneer wood using the overhead camera or red pointer. Then select a custom-created laser parameter and push the file to the laser. Push Start and engrave the design file into the veneer wood. This example is running a Speedy 360 laser machine with a 2-inch lens at 100% power, 100% speed, and 1000 dpi for detail. Note that this parameter speed will need to be changed depending on the species of wood veneer used. No matter the laser parameter used, the CO2 laser will not penetrate through the aluminum foil on the back side of the veneer, leaving the perfectly formed reverse version of the original engraved design in place on the adhesive foil. Running 2 laser passes will help remove any excess debris and sticky residue from the foil, requiring slightly less sanding and cleaning later. But this step is optional as it takes more laser time. Remove from the laser when finished, and then use a utility knife to trim the sheet of foil from any excess veneer. We now have an engraved sheet of wood with a perfectly aligned inverted and mirrored sheet of veneer held in place on the adhesive-backed aluminum foil. Because this was created from the same graphic, these parts will fit together, with no gaps, all at once, simply by using some wood glue. Place a generous amount of high-quality wood glue on the engraved wood sheet. Use a foam brush to brush the glue in place, adding more glue until the engraving is filled. Additionally, a rubber glove, using your fingers to work the glue in place, works very well until there are no air gaps in the engraving. Once all the gaps are filled, use a paper towel or a damp cloth to wipe away any excess glue on the surface until the glue is only in the engraving. Now, take the foil-backed veneer, turn it over, align it, and place it into the engraving, pulling up the foil to check for correct alignment until you feel the 2 parts slide together. You can lift on the foil and check as many times as needed to confirm placement. Once it is in place, use the roller to firmly press the parts together by rolling over the sheet with high pressure until the 2 parts become one. Then, place another sheet of scrap wood or plastic over the foil sheet. Use clamps to hold the parts together, and then have some coffee or go to lunch while you let the glue dry. Once dry, remove the clamps and pull up on the aluminum foil to expose the stunning laser inlay. It takes a bit of pressure, but this is a highly satisfying part of the process. The glued together parts should be perfectly formed together. Once the aluminum foil is removed, wipe the surface with denatured alcohol and a paper towel. This will remove any sticky residue from the foil so that it does not gum up the sander later. Because the accuracy is so good, this process does not require much sanding. Use an orbital sander with a 240 grit sanding disc and lightly sand the surface until smooth. Take care not to sand too much, as aggressive sanding will potentially cause some loss of detail. Clear coat the sanded part with your favorite wood coating. In this example, I am using a high-gloss lacquer coating to protect the surface. Multiple coats are recommended for better protection. Once the clear coating is dry, you can see the results. Stunning detail with little work. This process is fast, and better yet, it is highly repeatable and consistent. To inlay any photo, use graphic software to convert it to a black and white 1-bit dither pattern. Then mirror and invert that image to create laser inlaid photos. Here is this photo inlaid into maple wood with a walnut veneer, and this same photo engraved into wenge wood with a maple veneer. The process is the same for every image. Simply engrave the positive image into the wood and then engrave the negative image into the aluminum foil-backed veneer wood. Glue the parts together and then sand smooth. This revolutionary wood inlay process can achieve amazing, unheard-of quality using a Trotec laser, making this complex process easy, fast, and consistent with pin-sharp accuracy beyond anything seen to date. Inlay has always been a process reserved for master woodworkers, and consistent, repeatable details like these laser process examples have been considered impossible until now. The only limit is your imagination. With this innovative process and your Trotec laser, you can explore an endless array of designs, colors, and wood species. Whether you prefer the rich textures of exotic woods or the vibrant hues of colored veneers, the possibilities are truly limitless. This technique opens up new horizons for creating intricate, high-quality inlays that will make your projects stand out. Unleash your creativity and see where it takes you. Your Trotec laser is the perfect tool to bring your most ambitious ideas to life. I have used a similar technique to inlay this real mother of pearl into this purple heartwood, but that is for another video. All the design files shown in this video will be included in the links below.
Leave any questions in the comment section below, and if you found this tutorial helpful and want more incredible laser projects, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.